welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you're new here, a very warm welcome to you. My name's Emily and I am a knitter, crocheter and very occasional sewer. Today I'm going to be going through my works in progress with you. Now I did do a month-end wrap-up a couple of days ago and yeah, I've got a few, works in progress. So I thought I would just gather them all together because there's a lot of new faces around here. Thank you so much for joining me. And yeah, I thought I would gather all the works in progress together to show you. So you've got an idea of what kind of projects I like to make, and yeah, it's going to be good for me actually, because looking at this pile right now, it's terrifying. So it's going to be really good for me to go through these actually, because I'll be able to make some decisions, yeah, and maybe get some advice on definitely one of them I do need advice. I did ask for advice before, but I've still not done anything with it. So yeah, just keep looking at it, it's beautiful. But so there are 22 works in progress that I will be going through today, I think. Let me check my notes. Yep, 22. And I do have a nice little bonus one for you as well. Surprise. Spoiler, it is by Toft, but it is not knitting or crochet. So yes, I do have that to show you as well. Now, because there's 22 works in progress and the bonus, I would probably recommend grabbing yourself a cup of something and maybe a snack. I'm going to try not to make this too long, but no guarantees there, because we all know I like to waffle. So I've got my drink. It is a bit cold now, actually. It's in my lovely Madame mug, one of my favourite mugs. And I've got a decaf green this morning. I know, wild. Decaf green is what I drink in the morning, first thing. It's just a nice wake up drink, really. Yeah, it's just nice. So I'm gonna have a sip now. Excuse me. Now, my hair is not looking its best, so if I come close to the camera and you see rather slicked back, yes, my hair needs washing, but I'm not going to wash it because I do have to go on my bike this afternoon. For those who were with me during Vlogtober, it is the final stage of the tour of Witopia today. So yes, I'm going to go on my bike and then I'm going to give my hair a good old wash. But yes, I do apologise. I really wanted to record this video this morning before my partner gets up because he's still in bed, bless him. And yeah, let's get stuck in because I've got a lot to go through. Excuse me. Now, what I will say, quick disclaimer, there are a lot of projects here that I don't remember much about because they have been paused for a couple of months, or in some cases, maybe even years, actually. I'm going to sneeze. Oh, I'm hoping, trying not to sneeze here. Oh my God, perfect timing. So while I try not to sneeze, I'm going to get started. So project number one, work in progress number one, is this lovely little flax sweater. The pattern is by Tin Can Knits and it is just amazing. So this is a pattern by Tin Can Knits, as I said, and I have done this in the size 1 to 2 years. And it is a gift for one of my cousins who had a baby last year. So she's turning 1 soon, and yeah, I wanted to make her a little something. So as you can see, it is pretty much done. But the only thing I've got to do is sew in the ends. That's it. So this is a nice, easy win. And yes, I am finishing it. So no frogging for this. I'm going to try and make a decision here and now as to whether I'm frogging or finishing. That one I'm finishing. So that's all good. So I can, yep, take that. Right, next one. So project work in progress number 2 is my pink fizz. And yes, for those of you who remember, I have now completed both the sleeves and I have finished the collar. So this is almost done. I'm not going to put it on now, but it is almost done. All I've got to do is block it. So I'm going to chuck it in the bath this afternoon and get it soaking, block it, and then in a couple of days when it's dry, I can sew in the ends and then I can start wearing it. So I will put it on when it's actually finished. So the beautiful pink fizz is getting finished. Sorry, the pink fizz is by Andrea Mowry. So that is getting finished. Right, the next item, so work in progress number 3, is the lovely Geogradient by Stephen West. Now, because Stephen's done his official reveal post, I don't think I need to say spoiler anymore, but I will just quickly say spoiler warning, just because it's habit. Here comes my mystery knit along. And here it is. So, eagle-eyed among you may be able to see, I have cast off. So yeah, I'm really pleased. As you can see, it is curling a bit, so it's, yeah, you can't really see it properly, but if I bring it close, hang on, ooh, bring it close, you can see, there you go, that's the finish. It's absolutely beautiful, absolutely love it. Now, I didn't extend and I didn't shorten, I just did what Stephen recommends in terms of the pattern. The only thing I have left to do now is to tie in all these lovely ends. I have started tying them in, ooh, but yeah, it's just not, you know what I'm like with tying in ends, I'm not the best. So plans for this one, I will be finishing it. I just need to tie in the ends and then block it. I think I want to do the fringe, so once it's blocked I will then do the fringe. So that's another finish item. Right, my nose is running now. It's going so well this morning. I think it's all the fibres, they're making me sneeze, and yeah, just anywho. Right, on to the next one. Work in progress number 4 is Margot the Swan. Hold on that way. Margot the Swan. So Margot the Swan is a pattern by Kerry Lord of Toft. It is from the 12 Birds of Christmas book, and she is the 7th bird of Christmas. So there she is, that's her body and her head. There's her 2 wings. There we go, 2 wings. Her tail and her beak. And her 2 legs. There we go. So she's done. She's done. I've just got to sew her together. So I don't know why. It was the same with Lydia, actually. Lydia the goose. That one there. Lydia the goose. She was in a baggie for one of these for ages as well. I don't know, I've just got an aversion to sewing things up or in. But yes, that is Margot the Swan, and she will be getting finished. So over there. Okay, next is, oh, another Toft item for you. My apologies, I had to go blow my nose. It's going so well this morning. Right, on to work in progress number 5. It is a Toft project, and it is Robin the Robin. This is a gift project for one of my aunts. She requested I make her something, and I was just waiting for her to confirm what she would like, and she requested a robin. So yeah, there's the head and the body. I have finished one leg. There we go. I don't know. There we go. One leg is finished with the little digit at the back. So cute. And then the other leg I am almost finished with. I'm just working on that back digit there. So yeah, all I've got to do after that is the beak, the wings and the tail, and then sew it up. I'm going to try and get that finished for next weekend, because we are going to stay with my mum and dad, and my mum and dad are more likely to see my aunt before we do. So I would like to get that to my mum and dad so that, yeah, hopefully it'll get to my aunt sooner than later. But yes, so that one is on a deadline and I am going to finish it. So let's tick that one. Next item, this one's quite a special one actually, and I'm a bit terrified on how I'm going to sew it up, to be honest, and I think that's why it's on pause. But the next item, which is work in progress number 6, is the Sweet Pea pattern by Toft. So there it is. Now this was a pattern, well, the pattern that we got, I can't remember the month. I can't remember when it was, but I went to Kew Gardens to one of the Toft workshops. I think it was in July. I've got a sneaky suspicion it was in July. Please feel free to correct me if I'm wrong in the comments, but I did do a video on it on when I went, because it was the first workshop that I'd ever been to. It was absolutely wonderful, loved it, such a great experience, and met some absolutely wonderful people there. So yes, sorry, this is my book that I keep all my Toft, oh gosh, tackling myself, just a little book that I keep all my Toft printed patterns, there we go, printed patterns in. Yes, so the Sweet Pea, let's get on to it. So where am I actually at with it? I have finished the body. I did that during the workshop, and I think I started one of these during the workshop. I've since finished all of the petals. The petals are all done. I could finish it here and then just sew up the middle, but the pattern does give you an option with a head, which I have done, and the pattern also kind of said to do it in the hand eye, which the hand eye is called Lattice, and this was special just for that specific workshop that I went to, so that was quite a treat. But I decided to go with make the head, oh dear, in violet, because I think that's going to break it up quite nicely. I'm trying to remember how it goes. I think it goes like that. I feel like my head's too big, I'm not sure. Yeah, I need to read the pattern a bit. Oh, there's the back petal. Yeah, there we go. I don't know. Yeah, I'm a bit unsure how this is all going to come together, to be honest. I have done the 2 legs. I just need to finish the 2 arms, and then I can start sewing it together. So it's not too far off. I think I'm just a bit terrified. Yeah, so I'm not sure if there's a video out there on how to sew it all together, because obviously it's been a long time since the workshop now, and I can't fully remember what Kerry actually told us in terms of like the hints and tips on how to sew it all up. Yeah, and I've not looked at this since then, since I last did some work on it. I can't remember when that was. It must have been a couple, oh, I don't know. I just don't know. But yes, it's all in the little basket and needs finishing. So that is another project that I will finish at some point. I just need to build up the momentum for it, I think. So that is a finish. Okay. The next item, here it is. Oops. I was trying to get this finished for a make-along that I was doing, but it didn't happen because the Mystery Knit-along happened and Vlogtober happened, and I got stupidly busy, so it didn't happen. But the next item that I have for you is number 7 on my list, and it is Musselburgh Hat by Isolde Teague. These are so much fun to make. This is the first one I've made, and I've just been really absolutely loving it. So yeah, it's just a big long tube, isn't it, really, with a crown, and I've just got to keep knitting until it's the right length and then just finish it off, really. So I do really like this. I don't know what I've done with the label. Ah, here it is for the yarn. So this yarn is quite special yarn. I bought it from Dye and Knit by Kate on Etsy. I love her shop, please check her out. And this yarn is absolutely beautiful. It's so soft, it's lovely, and it's a special mix of yarn, mix of fibres. The colourway is called Universe, and the actual fibre content is 60% superwash merino, 20% superfine alpaca, and 20% nylon, and it's just so soft. I had no idea alpaca had softness to it, but it's so soft, it's lovely. So I didn't want to make a pair of socks with it, basically. I thought a Musselburgh hat would work perfect, and I think it has. The colours distributed absolutely beautifully. So I'm really happy with that, and I'm going to finish it at some point. I don't know when, but this is next to my bed upstairs, so kind of becomes bedtime knitting. I do like it though, it's really good fun. I have a feeling I may catch the Musselburgh Hat bug and try and have a Musselburgh hat on the go all the time. I don't know, maybe, but that is getting finished, so that's going over there. So that's getting finished. Right, the next item that I have for you, this is work in progress number 8, and I do love this one. I was working on this yesterday actually. So let me get the yarn out the bag because there's a lot of yarn to show you. Woof, scooch closer. Okay, right, so this is the Rad Plaid Cowl by Andrea Mowry, and it's so amazing. I believe she's made a sweater with this sort of, oh, that would look well nice, wouldn't it? Anyway, side note, but this is her Rad Plaid Cowl. So essentially you're just, again, similar to the Musselburgh hat, just knit a long tube. And then I believe at the end it's twisted to connect it. Yeah, it's beautiful. It's absolutely beautiful anyway. So at the minute I am just knitting away, you know, following the pattern, and yeah, eventually when it gets to the right length, I can then finish it off. But until then, here it is, just got to plug away. It's just beautiful, I love it. The yarn I'm using is by the wonderful Boscastle yarn. They are, well, Tanya is a UK dyer and her yarn is absolutely wonderful. I highly recommend checking her out. I picked the wrong label to show you because it's properly crinkled, but Boscastle yarn, absolutely love her. She's amazing. And this colourway, so this is the lovely white. Please ignore the yarn cozies. It's the yarn in the middle. This yarn, I wonder if I can, no, my lighting's just not great. This colourway is called Gorse and Granite. It's beautiful. Right, let me just put that label back in there. And that colourway is the lovely white colour that you're getting throughout with the lovely yellow speckles going in. The next colourway that I'm using is this absolutely stunning, I love this every time I look at it, it's beautiful. It's this absolutely stunning green inside, and I believe it's called Valency Valley. Again, Boscastle yarn. She did some kits. I'm not sure if she still has them. My apologies, Tanya. I'm not entirely sure if you still have them, but I absolutely adored this kit and I couldn't resist, basically. So this green, oh, amazing. I can't get my thumb in the screen. There we go. Absolutely amazing. Beautiful. And obviously that is the main colour that I'm using, because originally I was using the white, this colour, the Gorse and Granite, because I do absolutely adore this colour as well. And it was lovely, but I realised what I really wanted was this green to sing, because this green is just, there's so much going on in that green. It's absolutely beautiful. So yeah, the green is the main colour, and then I've got some lovely blue fluff going on, and that blue fluff is called Crowdy, and it is Surrey silk lace. There it is. I say this every time, I would love a top in this colour. It's just, oh, so beautiful. Right, let's get that back in there. There we go. There's no yarn cozy for this one, unfortunately. I should have preempted it and made one, but yes. So that is that colour. Right, anywho, I will be finishing that, so that is going on the finish pile. The Rad Plaid Cowl by Andrea Mowry. It's alright, I've just realised I need to get a wiggle on, because we're only on work in progress number 9. So work in progress number 9, sorry for the rustling, is a pair of vanilla socks, and here they are. There you go. So this is the first sock. I finished this sock. This sock, oh gosh, conking myself. This sock I actually decided to cast on and work on when I went to Le Mans earlier this year. So every year well, apart from COVID years, I think this year was the first year that we were back there. But the 24-hour motorsport race of the 24 hours of Le Mans, basically, yeah, we used to go every year, and this year was the first time back. So I basically grabbed one of my hand-dyed yarns and just thought, I am going to knit a sock, and here it is. I think I got to about here to the end when we were just pulling up on the drive, and I was like, no, so close. So I did the majority of it in the car. I did some at the campsite, but I didn't do any trackside, purely because so we camped trackside at Beausejour, which is by the Porsche curves, and I could take it up with me, but there's always that risk if it's going to chuck it down. Plus it was so hot that year, so hot this year even, that I was just coated constantly in sun cream, because I don't mind being out in the sun, but I don't like burning. So I wear factor 50 and I just get caked in the stuff. So I didn't want to pick up knitting. I'm just keep conking. I didn't want to pick up knitting and get sun cream all over it. So yeah. But the nice thing about it was, and the unfortunate thing as well, was that the car that that inspired this colourway is the Jaguar XJR 9LM, and they actually had, it's the silk cut Jaguar basically that won Le Mans in 1988, and they actually had the car at Le Mans, and I missed a trick because I could have just taken my sock with me to the track and held it up against the car, but I didn't. Gutted. But anyway, yes, completely digressed. So this is sock 1 all finished, and I have, hang on, wait a minute, sock 2 I am currently The cuff and the leg is done, and I'm just working on the heel flap. So, I mean, these are technically an easy win as well because socks don't take that long. But yes, so I'm quite excited to get those finished. I'll have a nice pair of silk cut socks, which will be wonderful. But yes, alas, I have not finished them. But it's just a nice demonstration of one of my colourways, really. So here's the colourway. It is hand dyed by myself at Apex Yarn. Just reminds me, what's the time? No, we're good. We're all right time-wise. So Apex Yarn, and this colourway, I am in the process of renaming my colourways. So it used to be called 1988 XJR 9LM. However, I have since renamed it. So this colourway is now called First in Fourth. The reason for that is because the car actually finished stuck in fourth gear. So yeah, fun little racing fact for you there. Probably you're just not interested, but it is something that I absolutely can't get the whole band back in. Oh, there we go. But it is a massive thing of mine. I did film loads of footage actually when I went to the mall, and I did mean to make a video, but I never actually got round to it. So I might look at grabbing that footage and actually doing you a little video of a motorsport event, a 24-hour motorsport event, obviously with some knitting, because I did do some, and I filmed footage of me knitting in the car, at the campsite, and so on and so forth. But let me know if you're interested. As I say, it hasn't been done yet, but if you're interested, I can do that. Anyway, I'm dragging this out. It's not good. I've just poked myself with my pen. Right, so work in progress number 9 is vanilla socks. There is no pattern because they are just vanilla socks. They're just what I've just shown you. And yes, I'm going to finish them. Right, there we go. Oh my gosh. I'm not helping myself, am I? I'm just completely going off on ones. Right, I've still got this pile over here to do. Quick drink, quick drink. Okay, right, on to the next one. So this one, I don't know why, well, I know why I've not finished actually, because I've ripped them out a number of times. So these are the Contrast Blast socks by Stephen West. They were the mystery knit along that he did. When was it? August, September? I can't remember, but I obviously got very behind. I really struggled with these actually. But here are mine. There we go. There's mine. They're really getting blown out, aren't they? Oh no, you can see them there. So I did mine in blue and orange. They are, again, my yarn, my hand-dyed yarn. I thought these would be a great little sample, but I still haven't done them. So the cuff is absolutely gorgeous, love it. And then you've got the lovely steps. Now, I did rip back and redo this section because I saw somebody do this section without the pearl bumps. So if I bring that close, you can see I've actually knitted these windowed sections. That works much better for me because I felt like that section was too textural for me for a pair of socks. So I wimped out and I did this basically. I think it's much better for me. So yeah, I'm just done the heel turn. So I need to work on the gusset now. I have started sock number 2. Started the cuff. But yeah, that's all I've got. So I do want to finish these. It's hard work, isn't it, this? Yeah, it's really hard work. I do really want to finish these because, yeah, I mean, I've wound the yarn. These are my 1969 GT40. I think that's right, isn't it? 1969 GT40. I haven't got the ball bands, have I? Because I'm so well prepared. Yeah, I believe it's a 1969 GT40. So it's the car that won Le Mans in 1969. It was a GT40 and it was in the Gulf colourway, the Gulf livery, I should say, which is the very, very famous blue and orange. So if you're not a Le Mans fan, this is probably a livery that you may have seen used. In fact, I think Williams F1 used it a couple of weeks back. It was Williams, wasn't it, for the Formula 1? I think, I'm not sure now. But the Golf colourway is just such an iconic livery. It's just unreal. So yeah, that's what I'm using for this. But anyway, I am hopefully going to finish those, because there's no reason why I can't. I think I just don't like my socks being too complicated. I love a lacework sock, don't get me wrong. Lacework I can do to the ends of the earth. I love it. I love a lacework sock. But there's just something about this that I'm not, I don't know. They're beautiful, don't get me wrong, they're absolutely beautiful, but I don't know. I'll put a question mark, but I'm going to also put a tick, because I would like to finish them. That is my intention, because I would like them to be a sample for the shop. That would be absolutely ace. Right, anyway, onto this pile now. A quick drink. Oh, you're going to like this one. I like this one. Okay. Now that I've built it up, for those of you who are new, you probably won't have seen this unless you've had a look back. Oh, I've just realised it's fraying. It's not good. Unless you've had a look back at some of my older videos, or you've had a look back and you've seen some of the thumbnails, you may have seen this. If not, you're in for a treat. I'm so excited. Right, so this is work in progress number 11. I need to get back a bit because it's a bit big. Yes, sorry, I am still bottom half in pyjamas, but you just have to deal with it, I'm afraid. Right, so the next item that I have to show you is, let me just open it out. Okay, no, you can't see that. Why have I got paper all over myself? Okay, so this next item is the Diamond Lattice Rug by Lily Knits. And here it is. Oh, look at this. How unreal is this? It's beautiful. Oh my god, it's so lovely. So, I've been working on this, I think, since Vlogmas last year. Vlogmas 2022, I think was around about the time I started this. But yes, basically, I have been after a rug that would fit beautifully in our living room, because our living room floor, it's I don't know if you heard that, but it's wood, and well, I think it's a wood laminate, but either way, you know, it's hard floor, and I've been after a rug, a perfect rug for the space in front of me, in fact, with the coffee table and just the floor basically. And I saw this pattern by Lily Knits, and it is unreal, isn't it? It's absolutely stunning. This was exactly what I wanted for the aesthetic of the living room. So yeah, I went ahead, bought all the yarn and started crocheting, and here it is. Bring it close. Look at this. Oh, it's so nice. It is so beautiful, but because it's so big, it's really hard to work on. It is done using Hobie ribbon, I think that's what it's called, and it's basically this really lovely yarn. I don't know why I always do this to myself, don't I? There we go. So it's like there you go. I think you can see. Oh, you can probably see it better on the band, can't you? There you go. So it's basically a cotton yarn, but it's really thick and it's really nice. And you're holding both colours together throughout the whole project. So although if I can kind of show, here you go, you can kind of see it here. I've got the two colours attached. Now when I'm working, say, the black, I am holding the white underneath. So I'm crocheting over the loose strand at the back, if that makes sense. And then when you go the other way, you're holding it to the front, and so on and so forth. But it's just so beautiful. But because there are basically two strands of yarn throughout the whole, it's really heavy. And yeah, it's just huge. It's absolutely huge. But it needs to be for this space, really. I kind of wish I'd have added an extra repeat on the side, to be honest, because I'm not entirely sure if it's wide enough for the space, because it is a huge space, this. But yeah, either way, it's absolutely beautiful and I love it. And I'm so excited to actually finish it and have it in the living room. But as I say, it's just a right pain to work on now. It's just so big. And it does live on my craft trolley, believe it or not. Yeah, so we'll see, but I'm definitely finishing it. There's no way I'm not finishing this. It's just beautiful. Hopefully we'll get it done sooner than later. But that is the Diamond Lattice Rug by Lily Knits. So the next item that I have to show you is work in progress number 12. Now I need to find the pattern, hang on. Bear with me. It is from this lovely book, Modern Crochet Sweaters by Janine Miska. I should have ordered all of these by Knit or Crochet, shouldn't I? Yeah, that would have been good planning, wouldn't it? Oh, gosh. Is there a picture of it that's not embedded in the pattern? Ah, yes, there is. Here we are. So this one is called the Sacred Woods Sweater by Janine Miska. Can you see that? Kind of. This light does reflect, doesn't it? There we go. You can kind of see that. I would have loved to have done it in that colour, to be honest, but I'm not sure how that would sit against my skin because of my dark hair. I'm not sure, but beautiful. Anyway. So I bought some paint box yarn. Oh my gosh, have I done it again? No. So I bought some paint box yarn, wool blend worsted for this project. It is in the colourway number 21. What is the fibre content? Fibre content is 25% wool and 75% acrylic. Yeah, it's nice. It is nice. Right, so where am I with it? I think I actually have, can you see that? This is a Furls crochet hook here, and I think that is still there because it's reminding me which crochet hook I'm using. So is this the right one? Yeah, so I'm currently using this crochet hook, a 5mm with it. But I think that's why that crochet hook is there, so you're getting a little insight as to why things are left where they are. But that's there, and that's because of this project. That was right, yeah, 5mm, yeah. So this is what I've done so far. Not a lot, not a lot. There it is. So this, I think, is going to be that way. Yeah, actually, I do. Yeah, I like that colour. That's really nice. Now, I've made one crochet garment in my life, and I frogged it because it was so. I think my gauge was far too off, but it was prior to the days of actually understanding what gauge means. And I just went ahead and crocheted this beautiful cardigan. I am going to crochet it properly again because I've got all the yarn. But yeah, I just went ahead and crocheted it, and I ended up with this really dense fabric. It was like cardboard. It just barely moved. And yeah, I was using far too much yarn. It was really heavy. It just didn't look right, and I was like, oh no. So I've not really touched crochet garments since. Hence why I thought I'll buy this book and hopefully Janine can help me out. So yeah, I'm working on it, but I'm still a bit apprehensive. Let's put it that way. So yeah, I do want to finish it. I think it would be a nice, easy make because crochet for me tends to work up a lot quicker than knitting. Also because the size of the crochet hook is so big, I've just got this one in there as a reminder to use a 5mm hook. Oh dear, because I haven't got any notes in here. Oh no, I do have notes. I was going to say, there's no. With every project that I have, I always have, I mean, I'll quickly show you this. I always have a notebook in with every project, or a piece of paper in this case, that just lets me know where I'm at, what I'm using, what size I'm making. So what does this say? Size medium, 5mm hook. And I actually did swatches for this one. You'll be so proud of me, I did swatches. So yeah, I do really want to finish that, to be honest. I do really want to finish because I think it's going to be either make or break. It's going to be perfect and I'm going to think, yes, crochet garments, I am ready. Or it's going to be terrible and I'm going to be thinking, oh no, I just can't do them. I don't know what it is. But yeah, anywho, that's that one. That is work in progress number 12. I'm going to put, yes, I'm going to tick it. Look, we're going to try and finish it. It's fine. Right, the next item, I know I want to finish this one, but it is just, oh, it's been paused for so long. I did a round on it last night, I think. But yeah, it's beautiful, but I'm using, I think this is 4-ply cotton, paint box yarn, 4-ply cotton. So it's a really thin yarn. Yeah. And I forgot how much I'm not a fan of doing ribbing for so long. So This is the, hang on, this is the Camisole No. 5 by My Favourite Things. And here it is. I mean, it looks like it's not going to fit. I have tried it on, but I still feel like that is going to be real up close and in my business. But if you stretch it, you can see that it's going to look real nice, real pretty. But yeah, it is basically ribbed. The whole thing is ribbed, which is fine. I'm just not a fan of knitting rib for so long. It's just a lot of ribbing. But yeah, it is a lovely pattern, and it is so much fun doing this top bit. I really enjoyed doing that top bit. Really enjoyed it. Equally, this bit down here is absolutely lovely. The way this joins here, it's just lovely. There's so many clever things going on in this pattern that I do really want to finish it. But as I say, I need to try it on again because I feel like that neck is maybe a little too close to my neck. I don't know. So maybe I should put a barber cord on and try it on before going any further. But yes, that is Camisole No. 5. So I will try it on and have another think about it, because obviously I don't want to keep knitting ribbing if I'm still not sure about that neck. So yes, that one is, I'm going to put question mark, try on. Question mark, no, that's totally the wrong question. I keep writing the number 2. Question mark, try on. Okay, so that's that one. Right, oh, I'll put question mark, yeah. The next item that I have to show you, I am a bit annoyed that this is paused, to be honest, because I really wanted to do it and I really wanted to finish it. But I think it's paused because it is a crochet project, and I think it's paused because I'm using fingering weight yarn, and I don't think I've ever used fingering weight yarn on a garment before. So I don't know, I wonder if that's why. Could be, I don't know. But anyway, this is the, move my pen, the Flatiron Shawl by Tony Lipsy. Oh yeah, I do want to finish it actually. Yeah, I do. It's beautiful. It's so lovely. It is just quite a simple shawl, but the shape of it is lovely. The stitch looks beautiful in this yarn, to be honest. So yeah, I do really want to finish that. It is lovely. The yarn I'm using, so this is work in progress number 14, the Flatiron Shawl by Tony Lipsy. The yarn I am using, sorry, my project bag, this one doesn't have a notebook either. Shocking. What was I doing? The yarn I am using is this colourway, and then this colourway. So it's 3 different colourways to fade. Bring them back here. Yeah, you can probably see that. So this one's going to be quite subtle, fading into this one. But yes, I am excited. So these colours, another of my favourite dyers. Probably the wrong label to show you again. But Lockwood Fibres, a dyer here in the UK. Absolutely wonderful yarn. And her name is also Emily as well. So fellow Emily. Right, this colourway is called Wisteria Lilac. Oh, that took me a moment, didn't it? So this is the first colourway I'm using. It's Wisteria Lilac. Absolutely beautiful. I love it. Let me try and get that ball band back in. That's the issue when trying to read out ball band names when I've been tucking them in. Right, the next colourway is called, let's see if I can get this out without needing to go that way. Bear with me, it's called, it's just called Wisteria. Okay, that's probably why they look so similar. This ball band is an absolute mess. I don't know why. I don't know why, but there we are. That's the Wisteria colourway. Again, Lockwood Fibres. And then the final colourway is this one. And this one is Nightshade, which is beautiful. Beautiful. Right, so that's those. And this one I do want to finish, to be honest. And I've just looked at the time. I need to get a wiggle on. So I'm going to finish. Pop that in there. And pop that over there. So that is a finish. The next item I have to show you is this beautiful sweater. Oh my god. This is work in progress number 15, and this is the For Fox's Sake sweater by Maxim Sear. Oh, it's so, so nice. I love this sweater so much. But let me show you. I can't remember which way around it is. Hang on, which way around it is it? I think it's that way around. It's alright, it's got a short ray shaping to make the back higher. I don't know what I've just pulled. I've pulled on something. Anywho. Ooh. No, now there we go. I've got a clip on. Right, okay, I think we can see the problem, can't we? It is far too big for me, far too big. There is just far too much room. So unfortunately, this is going to need to be frogged. Yeah, it's just going to need to be frogged. If I show you the back, I mean, the more I try it on, the less big it looks, but these sleeves, they're going to swamp me. So, and it does gather quite a bit at the front. I think if I could take a fox out, it would fit much better. So yeah, I need to do the next size down or have a rethink. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to measure this jumper because obviously this is my gauge because I didn't do a gauge swatch. Oops. So I'm going to measure my gauge from this. So I'll get the measurement from my yoke, I'll get the measurement from the body, and then I'll get a good idea of what size I actually need to make for me. So this is getting frogged, unfortunately, but that is not for lack of making it again. So yes, that is frog, make again. Okay, next one. That's that one. The next one, I don't know if I'm actually going to frog because, yeah, I'll show you it. So this is work in progress number 16, and it is the Tomas Pullover by Hohi Locatelli. And here it is. Oh, it looks lovely, doesn't it? It looks absolutely beautiful. So there's two issues with this. The first one is that the colour, the yarn dye lot changes. Although I think I bought all the same dye lot, I think, but I can't have because, as you can see, there's a distinct colour change. And the other problem is obviously it's taken me forever to make, but the reason for that is the body is actually made using seed stitch, so it's knit one purl one basically. Pretty much I just thought I saw another problem. No, so it's knit one purl one, and then you've got the lovely cabling as well. So what I have done actually is I've put on a barber cord at the bottom, so I'm just going to try it on and see if that sways me in any direction. So hang on, hopefully I don't drop any stitches. Oh, or catch it on my clip. Where's the, here it is. Oh, and it's got a piece of paper attached to it because it's just telling me what needles it needs to be. So it's 5mm needles. Right, okay. So obviously it's a very deep V sweater pullover. Oh, sorry, got a really snotty nose. Actually, that's going to be quite a nice fit, isn't it? Oh, I don't know now. Let's bring it closer. See, I can live with the colour change because it'll be like a kind of, because it's such a line, it will be just, I don't know. What do we think, everybody? What do we think? Should I finish this? It is beautiful and I think it's going to fit lovely. Obviously there's going to be some ribbing down here and then I've got to do the sleeves as well. I don't know how long I need to make it. I think maybe a couple more inches. So I don't know, what do we think, everyone? What do we think? It is lovely, isn't it? Oh no. Oh, why did I feel like I'd know if I tried it on it would be harder to think. I think the only thing with it, because that V is so deep, it would kind of split here like that a bit more because unfortunately deep V's do tend to do that with me just because of my sizing. So I don't know whether that's going to be a problem. I don't know. What do we think? What do we think? Do we like it? Do we think I should finish it? I am hesitant, but the only reason I'm hesitant is purely because this takes forever. It takes absolutely ages. But I do really like it. It's alright, I'll molt. A lot of my hair comes out and it ends up on everything, and I keep finding it on this project. But yes, I do like it. I do really like it. I just don't know whether it will be a project that would work with my body type. I don't know. What do you think? Do you think I should finish it? Is the question. I'm going to leave that one to yourselves. Do you think I should finish it? Hang on. This is going to be awkward. Ooh. It is nice. I do like it. Oh, static. No. Oh yeah, oh my gosh. But yeah, as I say, it is beautiful. I do like it. Yes, there is a colour change. I don't know if you can see, you can't really see it very well. There you go, you know, you can see it now. So there is a colour change between here and here. You can see that colour change is probably about here. Now that I've pointed it out, you should be able to see it. But it's not that obvious really. Why is there just ends everywhere? But yeah, I do like it. I do want to finish it. But yeah, I don't know. I just don't know if I can handle any more seed stitch. It's just, I mean, I've just told you I don't enjoy doing ribbing, so why would I want to do seed stitch? That one's a question, so we're going to put a question mark on that one. Question. Oh, why do I keep writing the number 2 for a question mark? It's a little bit frustrating, to be honest. Right, the next project, this one should be a fairly quick one. This is work in progress number 17, and it is the Streamline Tank. And here it is. There you go. So for this, I'm using Kobu, Lion Brand Kobu yarn. So it's a really nice cotton bamboo. It's a lovely fabric that it makes. And this is just the front part, I think. It's like a vest top. I don't have the pattern to show you, unfortunately. This, I think I am going to frog. The only reason I'm frogging it, because I do still want the Streamline Tank. The only reason I'm frogging it is because it's been a couple of months since I started making it. And I'm not convinced this is the right size. And obviously I've got a lot of winter knits that I prefer to make. There's a lot of knits over this side, a lot of projects that need finishing before this. And I haven't done a lot. I don't know where the notes are. Actually, no, I think they're over there. But yeah, I'm going to frog this. So I'm going to put frog. With my, sorry, this is the Streamline Tank by 2 of 1s. Fantastic pattern, really beautiful, and I will be making it because I have a lot of Kobu yarn and I would really like to make this this tank because it's beautiful. But yes, just not yet, just not now. So that's going to get frogged. With the, for fox's sake, I'm probably not going to frog it, but I don't know when I'm going to frog it, but I will frog it at some point. Right. So this next project, just check I've got nothing written on the back. This next project I don't actually have because I'm not entirely sure where it is. I think it's actually upstairs, and my partner's sleeping at the minute, although he'll be getting up soon. Oh, I need to make him a cup of tea actually. Yeah, I better hurry up with this so I can make him a cup of tea. So the next project is work in progress number 18. They are self-striping vanilla socks. So basically I bought a skein of self-striping yarn. I've got loads of fluff around my nose. I bought a self-striping skein of yarn from the Little Grey Girl. Beautiful skein of yarn. I think it was her Ravelry self-striping sock set. So it was the stripy yarn, self-striping yarn, along with a 20-gram mini. I am in the process of making those, but I've paused. I'm not entirely sure why I've paused, but I do think they are upstairs. I'm not 100% sure where they are though, so yeah, I can't show you unfortunately. But those, I'm just not sure at the minute. Where's my pen? I'm just not sure at the minute what I want to do with those, because they are just plain vanilla socks and I'm slipping stitches to create like a little V going up. Yeah, I'm not sure. I might try and look for a different pattern, like an actual pattern rather than just winging it. So I'll put a question mark on those. The next item is, we're getting there. Let me just take a sip. Okay, so the next item is one of my problem WIPs. So This item I did show in the good, the bad and the miserable, which was my work in progress video at the start of this year, and I still haven't frogged it, so here it is. This is the On the Spice Market by MemilyMakes, and it is stunning. I absolutely adore this shawl. I want this shawl. I want to wear it, and why do I want to frog it? Okay, why do I want to frog it? Let me show you. Back when we moved here, we had boxes absolutely everywhere because we were still sorting, and yeah, this project I left to the side because I was waiting to tie in ends, and I left it in a pile of boxes that were quite dusty, and yeah, something got to it, and let me show you. Started eating it. So there's hole number 1. There's another hole actually I've noticed here. There's just, yeah, I mean, every time I look at it I find another hole. I know there's one, yeah, there's one here. So in this beautiful patterning section that was quite difficult to do, may I add, there is a hole there. I have tried to patch up some. Yeah, there we go, that one as well. They're pretty bad, to be honest. I have tried to patch some up. There are patch marks here, there and everywhere, but I think it's kind of, I feel so disheartened by these holes that actually I think it would be better for me to rip it out and do it again. I do still have the yarn. There are leftovers, so what I'll probably do is I'll probably rip it out, reuse this yarn in conjunction with the leftover yarn, so I know I'll have enough. But yes, yeah, absolutely gutted, but that's what needs to happen. I just haven't had the heart to rip it out yet. So maybe I'll have a weekend of frogging. Let me know if that's interesting for you. I might do a weekend of just frogging projects. But yeah, that one is going to get frogged, but I am going to remake it. So, frog, remake is a beautiful pattern that I do highly recommend that On the Spice Market by MemilyMakes. It's so much fun to make, and if you have a look in the Ravelry project pages, there are some absolutely beautiful colourway ideas that people have done. This particular colourway was inspired by one of the project pages actually. They had a colour palette that just really was very similar to this. So I drew inspiration from that. I do highly recommend, on any project actually, just checking out the project pages of other projects that people have done, of that pattern, and they have many different colour palette ideas, and I find it really inspirational. So yeah, I mean, like, especially with Stephen West, because a lot of his patterns are extremely jazzy. So if you actually go in and have a look at the project pages, if you're not a jazzy yarn colour palette person, you might find some more muted versions of his patterns, and you might find something that suits. So yes, definitely check out those project pages. They're super inspirational. Right, on to the work in progress number 20, and this one, yeah, my gosh, this one I still haven't done anything with, similar to On the Spice Market. I need to have a sit down and actually do these things. But this pattern, work in progress number 20, is the Deep V Sweater by Erica Knight. Just checking the name, and here it is. It's beautiful, absolutely love it. Fits like a dream. In fact, I can put this on and prove to you it fits like a dream. Oh, there we go, fits me like a dream. This is very similar actually to the Tomas Pullover, apart from the V's not as deep. Oh, it's so nice. I mean, it fits so nice. Oh, it's lovely. But so yeah, this part fits absolutely amazing. Gorgeous, love it, really love the colour. I think it suits me. It's going to be beautiful. Wear it with a vest top. It's going to be perfect. It's just so nice. The yarn is really soft as well. I feel like is it a cashmerino, I think it's a cashmerino. So I went out, I splashed on this yarn. I do have another ball left, I think. But yes, the problem with this, I've got both the sleeves. The problem with this the sleeves don't fit the hole. So if I hold this up next to, there we go, you can see the sleeves don't fit the hole. So my sleeves are too small to fit this hole. So I don't know what I need to do. I thought I'll just try sewing them in, but it's just one of those things I'm like, oh God, you know, they're not going to fit. It's just, I don't know. So I don't know if I need to re-knit these. They're both here. I think are they set-in sleeves, these shaped ones? So unfortunately, as you're going up, you're casting off. So I don't know. I just don't know. It's I mean, I knit the right sleeves for the pattern, so I just don't know what to do. To be honest, the hole for the hole on the body is perfect for my arms, so I just need something that will fit those holes. So half of me feels like maybe I should just re-knit the sleeves in a bigger size. Let me check that they actually, yeah, I mean, they feel fine on my arms. But it's just this is too small. I don't know, maybe I should just try. You can see I'm at a loss. So any suggestions would be grateful. Would be greatly appreciated. I know I had suggestions in my last video. Half of me is feeling maybe I should re-knit the sleeves in a bigger size. I don't know. I just don't know. I've never done set-in sleeves before, so I think I was just taking on a bit too much, possibly, or maybe I bound off too tightly. That could be it. So half of me, maybe I could try ripping back the set-in part and winging it a bit. That's an option. Okay, that's an option. But yeah, that's a problem WIP, and I haven't quite figured it out yet. So the final two projects are my Scrappy projects. Now, bear with me, actually, I'm going to grab them. Sorry about that. I realised I hadn't actually brought over my Scrappy projects. So I have them now. The first Scrappy project that I have for you is my Scrappy Granny Stripe blanket. So here it is. This is the pattern by Attic24, and I have used Nitty Natty's notes on this because Nitty Natty adapted the pattern. The pattern's originally, I think, DK, and Natalie adjusted the pattern so that it would work with fingering weight, and that is, sorry, I pulled a stitch out. Fingering weight is predominantly what I use, so that makes more sense to me to use that. I'm not very good at keeping up with it, that's for sure, and it's quite long, and that's probably why I'm not very good at keeping up with it. So I don't know. It's a nice way to use up the scraps, so I will see how we get on with it. But this is a Scrappy project, so I'm not frogging that. I'm just going to tick away on it as I can. So that is finished. Okay, the final knitting project that I have to show you, well, it's actually crochet. The final, I'm trying to think, because there is a bonus one at the end. The penultimate project is my final Scrappy project, which is the Battenberg Blanket. And here are, my apologies, the Battenberg Blanket by Sandra Paul of Cherry Heart. And here are a couple of my squares as an example. So they are very, very tiny granny squares. And at the minute I am just making them using my leftovers from my 2022 yarn advent calendar. Originally I was just going to do these squares and use more semi-solid yarns as the ones in between, but I've actually decided to use plain yarn, undyed skeins of yarn for the ones in between, because I think it'll look a bit better. But yes, I'm just working my way through the advents, leftover yarn, and just making those. So that is going to carry on because I like it. I think it's going to be absolutely beautiful when it's done, and I think I might see, I'm not 100% sure, but I might just use Advent yarn on it and have it as a Battenberg yarn blanket. A yarn Advent Battenberg blanket. I think that's what I'm going to do. But yes, those are my 2 scrappy projects, and both I will finish at some point. Right, the final item that I have to show you. So those were all 22 of my works in progress, my thoughts, my feelings, sometimes the yarn, sometimes the pattern. Yeah, there's a lot. So let me know what you think of them. Let me know how many works in progress you have. Are you a serial finisher? I would love to be a serial finisher. As you can tell, I'm not. But it's really useful exercise to get all of these out, look at them again, get your hands on them, and remember why you're not picking them up. Especially with my Tomas Pullover. I know why I'm not picking it up, but do I like the product enough to finish it is the question with that one. Yeah, some of them are quite heartbreaking, especially the On the Spice Market shawl. Very heartbreaking. I'm a bit less heartbroken now because I feel like I've got a solution for it. I just need to crack on and do it. Same with my For Fox's Sake. It's been sitting around for a while because I just haven't the heart to pull it out. All that work, all those hours. But it's fine. I get to knit it again. That's the main thing about this. If I frog it, I get to knit it again. So that's fine. Right, so I do have a final bonus for you, and it is in this bag. So a little while ago, I bought a special kit from Toft. I've just realised. Yeah, I need to finish this, don't I? I bought a special kit from Toft, and I've never done this before, and I was quite excited to try it. And here it is. So this is punch needlework. You can see that. So basically, it's just been sat in a bag for ages, like everything else. So basically, I'm using the Toft yarn. Yeah. Double knit. Yep, double knit. And I have a little needle in here. Let me grab it. So yeah, there we go. So it's a little punch needle, and you thread the yarn through the back, and it comes through this little, the eye of the needle there, and you just, was it this way? Yeah. And then you just poke it through. I don't want to hold it too far again. Poke it through the fabric. There we go. Oh, it's already done. Poke it through the fabric, and then pull and gently move it across, poke it in again. That's a terrible demonstration. There you go. And then do that. And it's really good fun, and it creates these little loops there. Don't worry about those holes, just scratch them and they vanish. It's great. On the back you can see the travel of where you've been. Now I've got a loose stitch here, so I might have a little play, see if I can pull that through. But basically you can either have it this way with the stitches on the back, or have it with the lovely loops. I think I went a bit over the top with this. It's very dense, but then this one's a little less dense. But yes, this is a lime. Basically, this will be a lime. It's very cute. But yeah, that's another work in progress for you. That's not knitting or crochet. I like to dabble basically, but I don't like to finish apparently. So yes. It is a problem, and I do need to actually finish some stuff. So before I cast on my Dartmoor sweater, which is the next item that I really want to cast on, I have to finish my pink Fizz. That is what I'm telling myself. So those are my works in progress. There's a few. I know that it's not as many as some people, but I also know that it's still quite a few. I do like to have times where I plough ahead and just finish loads of stuff. But yeah, I'm not very good at finishing stuff. I like to cast the new things on. I get excited about all the new stuff. So yeah, I do need to get finishing some items. And I don't know, I'm hesitant to say it, but I might start doing I need to finish 2 projects before I can cast something new on. Or I might wait until January and do that. I don't know yet. But they are all my works in progress. I hope you enjoyed. I hope you saw something that you liked. Hey Google, stop. My apologies, I set an alarm. Apologies as well if you have a Google device at home, and just apologies. Yes, so I really need to finish up now. My apologies for the ridiculous length of this video, but yes, those are all my works in progress. I hope you enjoyed. I hope you saw something that you liked, maybe a project that you might want to cast on. Any hints or tricks on how to finish projects, always welcome. Yeah, I'm going to leave that there because, as I say, I've kept you so long. My tea is cold and I could do with another beverage, and I do need to do something. That's what the alarm was for. So thank you so much for watching. If you watched all the way to the end, really, thank you so much. I apologise for the length, but yes, this was always going to be a long one. I hope you have an absolutely amazing rest of the day, and I look forward to seeing you in my next video.